They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
To throw on second down is Luck. Flushed out right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's 3rd and short. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll go as a gain of 10 there, and the Colts are going to have a first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a first down throw, Luck. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first down, Luck. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Luck shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
Malcolm Butler's rise to fame culminated with a fantastic play in the Super Bowl, but what a tremendous success story. Totally off the radar, has turned himself into an NFL starter.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, here's Luck. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. That is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Rashad Perriman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there for Denver. And even 40 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 50. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30. No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky. No. Check. Patriot. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And now a look at the defense for the Colts.
Ryan Shazier ran so fast at his combine that many people thought someone actually ran for him. He's a linebacker who ran sub 4.4, and he uses that speed to make plays all over the field.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Now back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's Luck now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
From the gun on third down, Luck. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Fielded at the 20. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Check, Patriot! Patriot! Over! Check, Patriot!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
All right, here we go. 3-19! Detroit!
And he motions the wide receiver. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Going for a right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Shift together here from the D-line. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. One receiver left, 3 to the right. On 2nd down, here's Locke. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On 1st down, it's Locke. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
How many times do we say in this game is speed?
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out here in the I. Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
4 down.
Now Luck on 3rd and goal. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Max Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. And this is up and good. It brings them within a point now. It's 14-13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense because you got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, they'll give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You could hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 1st and 10, Locke. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Play action. It's Locke. Wide open receiver complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Luck on first down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So they get the field goal here at the end of the second quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here, as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Let's go, my green. Leopard.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. He finds Coleman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. In motion, Safarian Jenkins. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian Jenkins. Third down here. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And taken down, but not before a beautiful little hurdle. Sometimes it can be dangerous there. It earned him the first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball. So second and 10 here. Again, he'll drop to throw. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Here we go now. Blue, line it. No. Check. Patriots.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defender's giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a two tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the two tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see two tight ends on the field, your first thought is that they can run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. To throw here on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Time running out here on the play clock. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, he hits Austin. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. Second down.
after all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And McManus able to put it through, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down after a good game. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. And they'll go on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. They have the lead. Still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. And they run with a backup. This is Thomas Rawls. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And it's no good. Lutz pulled it, and this score will stay right where it is. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now two misses so far.
And in a tight game, fourth quarter, the fans aren't the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
Over! Detroit! Now let's go! Green! No. Check! Patriot! All right, now look at 56.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Give them 11 on the gain there. And it's good enough for an Indianapolis first down.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play. And it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter.
So Luck down to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Colts, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.